gentlemen in the mix.
Hello, traders. Welcome to the Monday stream where Binance is being sued by the SEC for, pretty much commingling billions of dollars of users' funds with another account. I mean, that was something that we knew about, right? But I guess like today was like they're officially suing CZ and Binance. So with that being said, the dumb, right? Binance down 9%. That has destroyed the market, right? It is driving the market. It's not like it's kind of like a black swan. I mean, this is like a news-driven catalyst kind of that came out of nowhere that will drive prices. Unfortunately, it was bad news, right? So lowest price Binance has seen since March 12th. Really not that big a deal yet, but remember, top of the range and the bottom of the range. So the only thing you would, like, again, Bitcoin was kind of like in that coin flip territory. Ethereum was kind of cool because it had broken out of like a recognizable pattern. It back tested it, held, okay. XRP looked good because classic accumulation, all right. But BNB, watching the stream, there was nothing about BNB that was good. It was terrible. There was nothing like saying, oh, BNB is about to go up next. The only reason why BNB might have gone up next was because Bitcoin was going up, but that's not the case. This thing was either one was short or they didn't own it. Those were the options. You short or you do not own this crypto because of how terrible it is and how many failed attempts of breaking resistance. So if you want to see it, we'll look at it. This was May 8th. Again, May 8th, it was third failed attempt from buyers to break a key level. So key. I mean, like one of the most important levels on the charts, 330, 350. And it was the failure, and then the 4 hour you could see like a double top. These two lows lower than that last high. And so, all right, you're at the low risk area. This is it. This is where someone takes their bet, takes their trade, or they don't. Because it's low risk, because we don't know if it's going to go down next. We just don't know if it's going to go down, but we do know it's at an area where you can strategize a pretty tight stop to protect yourself just in case the trade goes against you. Because if it's rallying where the stop is, that means that it's probably going to go to $430. But it never happened, right? There were no bids. So it was just kind of like, all right, we're not there yet, right? First target is $248. The 786. It was the only way we could make this equitable with the stop loss where it was. And that's it, man. So it's unfortunate, this wet blanket on the whole market, talking about some of these altcoins are just devastated today, man. FTM down 12%, YFII down 13.5. I thought that got delisted. ICP down 10%, WRX down 12%, ICX down almost 11%, NEO down 10.5%, SAND down. All right, so you get it. Market wrecked. And unfortunately, it was not a good spot. Bitcoin was not in a good spot for a news-driven catalyst like this to happen. It had no leeway, right? It couldn't, afford technically to drop, 5 percentage points where it was. Because if it did that, it was a technical breakdown, and that's where we are right now. Here it is, right? The roof pattern, demand line broken, buyers defended it, last week with the short squeeze in the stock market. And then now it's just, let there be no doubt, massive bearish engulfing candle being painted or being worked on, being painted, 6 hours, 21 minutes to your daily close. Currently at the lowest price Bitcoin market participants have pushed it to since March 17th. That's the breakdown, man. And, you got like 25.2 is next, really. And, 200-day moving average, 23.3. We'll see. But, yeah, it's just the beginning. This is the beginning of the breakdown. And the third peak, very, very bad, chat. Just can't have a third. If you're going to have a third peak and then you're going to hold support, you better start catching the bids. No bids came in. None, man. Just enough to hold the price up till today. So, down $1,362. We can go to Ethereum. And that's a failed bullish breakout. And unfortunately, right, and it's not as bad. It's really not as bad as Bitcoin. The Ethereum to Bitcoin price or level, right, is hitting its highest level in months. We can look at that in a second. But yeah, I mean, you haven't taken out the lows from mid-May, but still back inside the structure maybe. And that's kind of no breakout, right? The no breakout back test failed, engulfing candle, all of it failed. All right, so 1730 could be back in the cards. Bitcoin's really going to catch some follow through on this breakdown. That's where we are, right? I'm just saying real quick. So you see it? There it is, right? Ethereum to Bitcoin broke out of that crazy wedge. And right now is, oh man, that's highest price since, or highest level since April 18th. And yeah, I mean, if this is real, you could be headed way higher just for a 50% retrace, 618 retrace of 1% today. And then you have, well, let's look at XRP before we look at total. XRP devastated, down over 7%. But technically, the only problem you have is it's, buyers couldn't defend 50 cents with this bad news. But other than that, it's really not a big deal. This is actually being down 7% unaffected, right? You know how this gets affected? The 40-cent level gets taken out. That's when you know you're screwed on XRP. Until then, you're kind of safe. You're kind of fine. Yeah, XRP, same price it was at 2017. No one's arguing that. No one's saying that it's not. I'm just saying, like, it looks good. I mean, the consecutive higher lows. Dude, classic distribution on Bitcoin. Classic distribution on totals now. Classic accumulation on XRP. It's been that way. You're just pulling back. And I'd say so far, below 50 cents, 40 cents is a target. So, 10 cents from here. But like, again, until this level gets taken out, it would only become another higher low. So, you're kind of okay. But there are others out there that got named in the complaint, right? Cardano, what were the other ones? Somebody get that? Somebody tell me which other ones were also considered that. So we look at Cardano real quick. Well, let's look at total. So you see it, no breakout, right? The supply line held. At the supply line, there was a lot of supply, and then the catalyst, and then the big breakdown, and then, lowest market cap since March 16th, and below what would be considered maybe a support resistance for sure. You're breaking that now. Okay, so now 1, 2, now 3. You get it? So sure, we can have ourselves a channel or a wedge, whatever you want to call it, but that's not good. Oh no, right? The Momo shift into classic distribution. Wait a second. I've seen this episode before. I've seen this episode. It's a rerun. What are you talking about? Well, you have to go to the stock market. Then you have to flip the Shopify chart over to remember the structure, right? The Momo shift and then the last lower high. Interesting. So Golshy, thanks for the threes, man. Good to see you. See everybody on this stormy Monday for the crypto market. Holy crap. Get it? Isn't that hilarious? Wait, it's the same picture. Same effing picture going on. Total and Shop. But unfortunately, well, it was fortunate, right? Shopify was a trade setup right here. So it's like this is how it goes, man. The momentum shifts and then you get the last high, and then normally on the last high you get like hidden bearish divergence or something on the bearish side, or classic or hidden bullish divergence on the bullish side. And Shopify looks great, man. Trying to break back above that resistance. Could be headed to $78, which is another target of that trade setup. So, all right. Yeah, stock market unaffected, by the way. And let me put the sound clip. Sorry.
I like turtles.
There's bears out here.
Yeah, dude, not really good. Oh yeah, I think Vechain was also one named. Sol, SOL, MATIC. Good God, Atom. Yikes. Yeah, and as Sol was actually looking pretty interesting yesterday. Being above sports, all of this is just dead arguments now. With such a tremendous drawdown. There's technical damage done to a lot of these coins. Even though we don't really look at them that much these days because they were so illiquid and didn't move anyway. We had already come to terms with knowing what's happened. So I guess that's kind of in the end protected us a little bit. Because this is like, wow, really adding insult to injury here. You're talking about like a pretty dead crypto market. And then this. But I guess like Binance would be maybe kind of like the epicenter of the jokes. Yeah, I can't imagine what kind of effect this is going to have, like a further effect. Well, maybe we could imagine, right? What chart do we need to look at to maybe imagine? Do you like totals? Well, I like totals 3 times. Total 3. Remember, this is the crypto total market cap excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum. So who is the boss man of this chart? Who is the driver and leader of this chart? It's Binance Coin, because Binance Coin's the largest market cap coin, of this aggregate. Below the 200-day moving average now. Wow, what a bearish back test of 358 billion as resistance. Wow. So remember what's happened here on the daily. We're looking at it. You're staring at it. You see it. This is evidence that it's happening, right? That was that January 2018 high. There it is. And then what happened May 8th? A formal bearish breakdown. And then a lot of tests. But just recently, as of yesterday, not 2 days ago, yesterday, on a Sunday, there it is. The formal bearish back test again. All right, market participants, reconfirming the validity of an old ancient ice line that was once resistance. It is now resistance again. And now we're catching follow through, and you're getting real close here to some way lower levels. Remember the weekly, it is awful. All the lower highs, below the 200 week moving average, below 358. Remember, you can only be bearish on total 3. You have to be. That has to be your position when you're below 358, when you're below the 200 week moving average. If buyers come in and we get back above those 2 key levels, you can maybe be devil's advocate and say something, and you might have an argument that's valid for upside, but not until then. That has to happen. And then look where we are, not even close. So, nothing's changed. Bad, very bad. So we're just hanging out now, and checking out these coins. We're gonna look at some of the coins named in that complaint, the SEC. Sorry. Okay, so let's just go to Cardano. ADA. Where is it in the sea of red? I'm looking for it. There it is. Down about 7%. So pretty mild. Pretty mild compared to some of them, but nevertheless, remember there was a very bearish combination. Very, very bearish. It was the up thrust, the back test of the up thrust that concluded April 30th. And since then, the drawdown sideways. But yeah, and you were breaking back above 37 cents. Who cares, man? The argument for this was valid until somehow buyers got the price above 41 cents. They have not even come close. And now you're right back at the 200-day moving average, but certainly at like the lowest risk area ever for a short still. There's a candle high close right here from 2018. And when you're below that, only bearish. There's no argument for bullish. You can't be. If you say you're bullish, you are disregarding technicals. You just don't care. That's fine. That's more like, you know, it's like religion. Like you have faith, but you have no evidence for why. You have no way you could argue and say like that Cardano is bullish, right? Based on TA. So here you gain notoriety, and you have value as a community member when you're able to articulate an argument with technicals, like reading the chart, the buyers and the sellers, right? The tops and the bottoms, the peaks, the valleys. And it was only bearish. There no change. It's just dead, right? It was dead. This is each candle represents 24 hours here. That's garbage. Price action and only bearish. And now it seems like we're about to get some resolution. It seems like you'll probably get some resolution soon. This would be the nail in the coffin for Cardano. Finally, we might get that massive drawdown we've been looking for. This is a trade setup too. This is a short trade setup, right? Because that's the only, you either one short or they don't own it. If you got above 41 cents, maybe we'd talk. Maybe. But not until then. So good to see everyone on this early stream. Yeah, just kind of think price action warranted my summoning. See what some people are saying. Haven't really looked at chat yet. See some turtle emojis. Okay, Sol, MATIC. All right, so let's go to Sol, I guess, because it was kind of larger. Down 7.6%. You're just not gonna do it, man. Nope. I mean, this just, yeah, you're above the 200-day moving average, but you're back below 21.15. Underperformance of a wedge. Oh, it's just bad. And really, look, I mean, is this what's happening? Because this is kind of new data. This big markdown is, look, so think about it. These are the two highs, and this was an 88% retrace, right? From your high to your low, what happened? Perfect 886. Okay, so very subtle distribution. And so the fact that like you went up, you hit that 886, and you've never seen it again, and you're making lower lows, and now you're making a lower high. It's pretty damning for the technicals here. So I just don't know how you can be like optimistic in crypto right now, especially what just happened today. Jeez, it was dead, but now it's worse. That's why that total 3, you think there could be so much effing downside on it. Let's go to like MATIC. MATIC was another one named as a security. Oh, that's real bad, man. That dude is beautiful. It actually is gorgeous. Okay, you gotta love it, man. Look at that. I mean, that's amazing. Talking about this peak back from May of 2021, April 2021. You know, you broke it, and then here's a scrub bear market loser rally that formally backtests a key inflection point as resistance, reconfirming its validity, and then the follow through. On the dump, only down 5% today, not bad. But the downside, I mean, like you can see the levels, like you're talking maybe 70 cents here, 69, 72 cents. Yeah, the news, we've been talking about it. Yeah, the CZ news, yeah, Binance, SUED. Okay, we're looking at the damage that's been done to it. MATIC, what was it? Yeah, Apple's having its you know, its big conference, its big presentation right now. New MacBooks, you know, getting upgraded to 190 today by institution. Yeah, it's like Apple leading the way, no stopping it. It's gonna be the last equity left, right? That and Nvidia. Okay, so was there? I mean, we can just look at like the other ones, like Litecoin, demolished all of them, 7% down. Yikes! But still, right? Kind of in that XRP world where, yes, that's awful, but you can clearly tell it's superior to what Bitcoin's doing, to Sol, to all these others. Like you're still at above $84. You're still above the demand line. So, you know, you're not in trouble yet. You got to start seeing the sellers breach these levels. And then you can say, yeah, we're probably going to $66 again. But until then, you're kind of okay. Some better than others, for sure. But then, I mean, like my alert on Dash. Oh, God, Dash, dude, down 8%. Yeah, 886 is way down to like 3660. But at that point, when you get to 3660 at the 886, there's nothing there. So I don't even, you'd have to like wait or something. But dang, dude. All right, 886. But yeah, you're still at the level. Look at this. My God, going back to 2019. Very bad. It was like the lowest price Dash had seen, the price had seen since November 23rd of last year. So the lowest price on Dash today since in 2023. Yikes. Big yikes. But then we can look at like, you know, FTM was named, right? Maybe. Oh, it's awful. It's just terrible. Bearish and golden candle, lowest price since January 13th. And guess what, man? You're breaking a key support. You're working on it. You're like in the midst of a technical bearish breakdown below 29 cents here. And yeah, full on 886 coming. Traders market, right? I mean, the argument developed over 200 days. Then it played out. That was your chance. And then it was over. Then it was like a lower high, sell off, lower low, then confirmation of distribution. It was over then. It was done. And look at you now. Way lower. And you're not going to start. This support is probably not going to hold, man. I think you're going to get 886. Like, so you go from the low to the high. And you can see like you're nearing the 786, but have not even tested it yet. 26.18. 886 is 21.9 cents down there. All right. So if you're patient, you'll probably get that. Okay. If you want to just take a quick gander, real quick, you know, just into the eyes of the futures. Open the future. Open the future. You're finally starting to pull back a little bit, but again, an hour ago, the Nasdaq 100 futures saw its highest level in a year, 52-week highs, and so did the S&P. You know, just an hour ago saw its highest levels in a year plus. But then the Dow Jones has only done nothing but make just another lower high. I mean, like, again, that could be a short squeeze of all short squeezes to get shorts to cover and capitulate, and then just they're out, and then now it rolls over. Again, let me show you the Dow Jones. Like, there's like a supply line, I think. You know, it's kind of tough on this one. So much. But look, you tell me, just because that happened doesn't mean we're in a bull market. Do you understand? Just because a huge candle came in on Friday, a mega short squeeze, violent. You haven't broken the supply line, and you haven't made a higher high yet. So therefore, you still can't be bullish yet. It's not really wise to be bullish yet when an asset is where it is, you know. So again, I hope it changes. I hope we break the supply line, we start making higher highs, and we're running all the way to 35.6, and you know, we can stay in clown world where leading indicators you know, where all this stuff doesn't matter, where like the job reports that are completely skewed, you know. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. How can you trust that jobs report? That's just so insane. Because they just change the metrics and how they gauge them and every year now, and it's manipulation just to make it look like things are good, but they're terrible. Yeah, fake numbers, man. A lot of fake numbers. All right, so we could keep going in crypto. I just wanted to show you all this kind of a look, you know, just a little glimpse. Here's your Apple. Look at Apple. My God, all-time highs today. You hear me? All-time highs today. But here you are. You just fell back below this January 3rd of 2022 old all-time high. So this is a major level. Apple made it. So this is a 113% retrace, right? I adjusted it. It's either an 886 or 113. You're you're kind of exceeding the 113. It's freaking wild, dude. This is just it's been a god stock, hasn't it? All right, so we could switch it back. Just look at these coins in shambles, right? Like just, I don't know, these big losers. Yikes, dude. That is gnarly. I mean, yeah, you had your one pump, and I love the price action correlating to this trend line. It was like an up thrust and then back tested up thrust thrice. And the sell-off and the lower high getting put in, and now, you know, more weakness, falling below 200-day moving average. Oh, yeah, you're probably going back down to 673 soon on NEO. All these coins, man. All of them so old. Anyone remember GRT down 10% today? It's awful. Right? Like completed at 886. Look at the reaction. Beautiful. But coming back down, and this is not looking good. Like, yeah, sure. If you're underperforming that bad, you might catch type 2, but you're dreaming, man. You're dreaming. Look at total 3. No way this thing's gonna like hold and this is the bottom. No way. Not on GRT, dude. 10 cents. You're probably gonna make an 886. Like everything else is gonna, from the January lows, they're gonna make like full on 886s, like most of them are, based on the way all this looks right now. 886 here is like 7.3 cents. Yeah, you're at the best place to be identifying M shapes is at major 886s, right? So when the price gets down to that 886, 7.3 cents, that's when you want to see patterns like this develop. You get a higher probability of a more upside after it completes and reverses at that PRZ. So, okay, so continue on. Let's see, KNC, which is like that. Yeah, it was awful, man. It was just a bear flag. This is a short trade setup too. Awful. Right, the argument for the short on KNC was the fact that it broke below 69.5 cents. That was it. That was all we needed. That was like, all right, if you're below this level, bearish, so much lower to go if you're breaking that level. After putting in a lower high than the previous size, right, yeah. So bear trend, way lower to go. KNC just saw its lowest price since January 11th. Oh, don't worry, you're going a lot lower than that. Just wait. You're looking for a 31 to 37 cent target on this trash. Remember, it's Kyber Network. Remember, these are digital beanie babies. They serve about the same purpose as a plush doll created by Ty. About the same. Below the 200-day moving average. Everything about it's bearish. But that doesn't change. I mean, like most of the lesser than altcoins, we just stop looking at them. Because you have bearish, garbage, trash. And now look at them. They're drawing down even more. Zcash down 8%. Oh, this is awful. Look at this. You gotta be kidding me. So you got one bearish back test. You gotta love the beauty of it, man. The confirmation. God, it's so nice, right? Broke support. And I'm not kidding. This is not a joke, dude. 33.5 cents. Look, it's like a high and a low wave back from 2019. One time, no one knows. Second time, everyone knows. Drawing down. Guess what happened today? Zcash hit its lowest price since April 2020. See at $26.34 soon. Garbage. Garbage. Everywhere I go. Ethereum Classic, let's check it out. Brutal, man. Brutal. Look what's happened. The demand line that had been holding since mid-December, it's been breached today with a bearish engulfing candle. Very, very bad, boys. Very bad. That is not good. I know, like, you had a type 2 here. This is performance that is miserable, and like, you know, you break in that level, you're going to find yourself down at $15 again, and probably $13 after that. And this is very, very brutal, very bearish stuff. Like, this is stuff that if things were really reversing, buyers would have been able to breach $24, $25, and they failed, right? That was just new data. That what happened, you know, the new data presenting itself and letting us know confirmation of what at that level. Could someone tell me what that confirmed? Let me know. Let me see if anyone's here. Anyone's awake. Is the stream on? The stream might not even be live. I don't know. Good music though, of course, right? All right, not enough answers. Sorry. I'm on strike. Oh, Turtles. That's right, Houston. Turtles. Turtles destroyed. Yep, distribution was the answer. Yes, correct. Confirmation and distribution. Failure once. I don't know, man. Nice. Type 2 return on the harmonic. Then this last rally, lower highs, and just like a more perfect back test of the key inflection point from history. And it's not a joke, dude. And so weak that the buyers were unable to push the price to the top end of the zone again. Those are subtle signs of weakness and below the 200-day moving average. Very, very bad. Very bad. I would say ETC, you got a good possibility of seeing another 22% to 40% downside. Sorry, man. This is some bad stuff. Vechain.
Vechain doing things.
But in a seriously concerning manner, right? Serious problems. Below 2 cents is death. Below 2 cents, I'd feel confident to believe that this butterfly would play out. Yep. 1414 butterfly. Look, man, 2 cents is everything. Okay, this is like Cardano's 40-cent level. Do you understand why this is doom, death, destruction to Vechain? Look at that level. Even back tested it as resistance too. Here it was support. It was support. It is now resistance. Vechain lowest price since the beginning of the year. And much, much lower to go. Below 2 cents, you have to be bearish. You cannot be bullish. You have no argument. You're a zealot. You're a sycophant for Vechain. If you are right now bullish, you have no argument. You have to be, right? Just showed you the evidence. That's it. Until 2 cents is recaptured by buyers, you have to be bearish. Okay. What about comp, dude? Comp was going to change the... Oh! What? All right. Demand line breached. Comp, lowest price since December 31st. Comp about to take out those lows, and you're about to see the lowest price since June of last year. This one was the most incredible reaction of the whole market, one of them anyway, right? Where you got a type 1 bullish divergence. It's gorgeous. Broke the supply line, and it went up faster than any of them off that 886. But now, look at that. That was it. That was your one chance. Below 200, you got downside. You got how much downside? Probably another 16% downside minimum. And if that level doesn't hold, well, you're just gonna make fresh all-time lows, because this was a rare one that was making its lowest lows ever in June of last year, where most weren't doing that. They were bad, but not like this level of terrible. So And then as we were just talking about the dog coins like Shiba and Doge yesterday, and they're like, hey man, they were completing M shapes, but I don't know. You saw kind of how I was like, oh, you want to do it on Shiba, right? It was like, you want to take a chance, okay, whatever. And look at you now, right? 886 devastated. You were below 885 forever. Buyers, once that broke, really could never get above it. And now you've run to the next support, which is a 100% retrace now, as you can see, 100%. And now you're at if buyers do not defend 788, you're going to go make the lowest lows in a year. And then soon, possibly all-time lows way down to like 600. Yeah, this is brutal. This is very, very bad, right? This is traders market, bear trend, but in bear trends, you can get, pauses in the bear trend and bull like rallies, like short-term rallies, bear market rallies. And people trade, right? And this was a perfect trade that went up and almost hit 2 targets of the trade. And then it's over after that. And right back at entry levels. 6 months later, dude. What a joke. Garbage market. And then you can go to, what was the other one? Still waiting on Tron to collapse, but it'll never, no, in Monero, serious trouble. Monero broke 145, that's very bad. Remember the new data, what was the most recent discernible event on this chart? It wasn't a high or low anymore, it was now a lower high. And now, a false bullish breakout. Above 154, failure. That's very bad. That's new data and it's not really good. I'm sure there's a demand line here. But mother of God, chat, this is very, very bad. You see this lightning, you see this thunder. Take it to another level. Yeah. Demand line that goes all the way back to June of last year. Broken today, not yesterday.
There's bears out here.
Let's go to Tron, again, waiting on the collapse, but the communist Chinese, they're just not going to let it happen, man. Communist Chinese, they know, like, this is their one coin. Justin Sun's their boy. They will use printed money to keep this thing propped up. Hilarious, right? But 886. So yeah, it's like the scam backed by a communist mafia government for sure. Tron, it's just as useless as every other coin we've looked at. Do you understand? Just as useless, but it's performing better. Again, this is their one, the CCP. KuCoin, oh my God, it was so effed, right? And look at it now. KuCoin, lowest price since January 11th, at some sort of support, fruit fly support, very fruit fly-ish. Once this breaks, see down at 640, man. It was beautiful though. It was very nice, very, very nice. Little slanted head and shoulders pattern right there. So, I mean, what does that mean? KCS, once this support doesn't hold, just another nonchalant 10% downside, but then after that, 27 to 30% downside. I think this would be maybe where a lot of these altcoins, they make their new lows off those previous lows that, all got put in December. Yeah, you go to the lowest levels of the bear trend, right? Think about something like this, like KuCoin. Remember what happens? All of them, no matter how long it takes, we're going to come back. We're going to see KCS coin at an 88 to 98% retrace. I don't know how long it'll take. So that means KCS is going to be right around $2 in time. If you wait and you're patient, you give it enough time, we're going to see probably a $2 KCS coin. Trash, man. Absolute garbage. All right. But dude, XLM was going to do it, right? It was going to change the world. Very, very bad here. Why? Very bad. Because 9 cents is almost everything on this chart. Everything. Why? I have evidence. I will present you with the evidence. And you don't have to take my word for anything. I never want you to take my word. I want to show you why it's so important, right? Going back to 2018, 2019, the whole every month of the year of 2019, it's a level of resistance, right? When you break it, mother of God, it gets insane. When you back test it and you hold successfully, insane price action. But guess what? When you fall below it, it's almost certain the price always goes back down to that same level. So you're talking about like 16 to 18% downside on XLM below 9 cents. Awful. Maybe it puts in a third higher low like XRP or something. All right, whatever. We'll see when or if that happens. But dude, it's just technical levels are being breached today. You can see it across the market, and it's not my opinion. It's just looking left and showing you, right? I think it's an injustice to say I'm flipping out about altcoins, right? I don't think I'm flipping out about altcoins. I think I'm just showing you the levels. When you fall below levels, very, very bad. When you get above levels, could be optimistic. It could be good. Here's your Bitcoin Cash. Very, very bearish. I mean, this price action's miserable. Right back at this inflection point. We were discussing this. Yeah, buyers defending it once, then twice. But after the buyers defended the level for the second time, what was the most recent action after that? Price action after that? Complete failures at that 200, rejecting it a couple times, substantially lower highs than the previous side, and the previous side, and the previous high, then the previous high, then the previous. You get it? Okay. So right back here. So if you want to test your luck at a level of all levels, man, there it is. Go for it, but the context is trash. Like really bad. Not the decoupling we wanted. Exactly. Yeah. It was bad, dude. Okay, so we continue on. This is just like the crypto crash stream and just a damage assessment of a lot of them, just random ones. Okay, maybe the bigger ones, And Doge, remember Doge was like, oh, it's at the 886 and it's gone. It's gone. Doge had its lowest price since March, but you're about to break support. Okay, so this is another one. Remember, Elon's being sued now for manipulating the price of Doge. That broke a couple days ago, a few days ago. But here's the problem, man. It's a bubble that popped, but the pop is not complete yet. There's still a little air left inside this joke. It's an actual joke. See, at least with Doge, they don't even act like it's not a joke scam. Like, that's what made it famous, kind of. It's a joke. See, problem with the crypto market, almost all the other ones, though, they don't act like they're jokes. They try to act like they're genuine projects that can make you money and it's going to change the world. So I like Doge a little bit better because at least it's transparent about its intent, right? About what it is. It's a Beanie Baby, but it's a dog Beanie Baby. It's a Shiba Inu Beanie Baby. All right, so the bubble air is not out yet, right? The bubble completely pops when you get back down to like 2 cents, less than a cent. So remember, when you're in a bear market and you bottom out temporarily, during that amount of time, the buyers are presenting an argument. Right, they're giving it a chance, right? Again, I love talking about like waves, like a football game, right? Where one side's on offense, one's on defense. Okay, so this was the Bears were on offense this whole way down, and then finally they ran. There was sellers. There were no more, and so the selling subsided and the buying took over. But the buying clearly only lower highs locally than the previous highs, and now getting ready to crack a support. So that was them on offense, right? They went 3 and out. Maybe they got a couple first downs, but they have to punt the ball. And the Bears that had the ball before, they're about to take back over. And they've had a very efficient offense, right? So that's what these pauses and these trends do. It's an actual like argument being established, and then when enough people see that the argument is very weak, very tenuous, they relent. The buyers say, there are not enough of us at all to overcome these levels of supply. There's too much supply at these levels. I'm done. We'll come back when there's a better price on the coin. That's the case for most of these. All right, so. Whew. Yeah, just back to the futures quad screen, still off those highs. But yeah, no, power hour is coming. We got less than 1 hour till power hour for the stock market, and everything's fine, man. It's just, oh, it's selling? I can't even tell. Russ 2000, look, this level, major level. Buyers are attempting to defend it, right? For the first time since the breakout last week. You just don't know if it's going to hold, though. You don't know. Good Lord. I mean, it's like absolute pandemonium here. Oh my God, dude. You want to see some really bad stuff? You want to see a chart that looks like it's about to go lose 50% of its value in time? Look no further than the old S coin called Storage. Storage. So there's this level that takes you back to July of 2017, October of 2017. I'll paint it in gray for you. The initial, like that was the manufacturing of an inflection zone. And ever since then, prices correlated to that level. Yeah, some up thrust through it, but ultimately, when you fall below it, yeah, way lower prices. Look, it's been regarded as support. So that is it. That's the level. And guess what's happening today? Sellers are recapturing prices below that, and you can see the butterfly. It's there. It's like Vechain. It's the butterfly, the 786 on B and the lower high on C. Woo! There's 80, that's like 84% read. That's pretty bad, man. 1414, it's just like Vechain, man. It's the butterfly. All right, so way lower prices coming on storage. If the buyers cannot get the price back above 30 cents, then you'll be seeing, again, about a 50% drawdown on storage. We got a few people in here right now. Thanks for the 518 people tuned in. If you're enjoying the live stream, just the coverage, hit the like button, the bell, that sub. Don't punish me because the market's like crashing because BNB is getting sued by the SEC. But we gotta do, like, dude, they've been pulling out all these Western countries, and it's only gonna get worse for them. And I mean, who knows the stuff they've been doing behind the scenes because there's no regulation, so you don't really know like how bad it is. That's the Wild West here, man. Okay, so I don't know. I guess we can like take a look at. I mean, there's just not much. There's nothing too crazy going on. Yeah, let's see. Any bad sell-offs? Let's see. Stock market 3M looks like this. This is storage. Okay, look at storage and look at 3M. Almost hits that 1618. Look, that's a short squeeze. A nice short squeeze. And look at the drawdown happening today, down almost 4%. And gap's going to fill at $94. Then you're eventually going to see some support from way back 2012. Texas Instruments, pretty bad too. That's a lot of like lower highs, man. Dang, dude. That is like a pretty compelling argument here. Now, you do need to go and see a lower low to really confirm it. But, dude, it's pretty damning here, right? On TXN, where a confirmation low got put in at a support and a rally occurred, but the rally turned into just what? Matching the previous high. And then like failures a multitude of times, just like confirmation, and then you're rolling over. So you're just making lower highs again. So this is like, the trend could be reversing. There could be, you know, think about it, an 886 eventually from the low to high from the COVID crash. A lot of these have not made full resets or even come close to them. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff, man. It's just like, what? Yeah, like Corvo, something like this. I mean, you'd think that like this is okay, a spring back test, not bad, but the bids aren't really coming in yet, are they? I'm having a good day today. Shoot, man. Dollar Tree is like screwed too. Oh my God. That's so bad. Look at that squeeze on Friday. Completely doesn't matter. I mean, you're working on the lowest prices since May of last year. And this is like toppy. Same type of stuff, man. Just like you look at your COVID crash. Think about what's happened. Like you've confirmed the tops in. And think about a full reset here. Would take you down to like $85 to $73. Dollar Tree and Dollar General is even worse. Terrible earnings. Killed it. I mean, just killed it, dude. Look at this crap, man. Remember, y'all remember this? Look what's happening today. Down 4%. All right. Broke support. I mean, back tested on Friday on the short squeeze, and look at it, just immediately rolling over today. You will have the lowest daily candle close really since April of 2020, and you're below the inflection point. And the downside is almost unlimited. It's like not unlimited. I'm just saying, like, you can see how much downside there is just by staring at the chart and knowing how inflection points are created, like 25 to 30% downside on Dollar General. I would imagine that Dollar Tree is going to get smacked too. Apple goggles being reviewed or being revealed. Oh my God, dude. I've heard they're nuts. I think I might get them. Augmented reality. AR, they call it. Well, there's Tim Cook, Auburn grad. What are you gonna do? Rite Aid? What about it, man? What, you like looking at dead things? Me too. Not really. Rite Aid up 0.55%. What do you want, man? All-time lows, right? Yeah. Roll Tide awake. Roll Tide. Speaking of Apple, again, right? So all the stuff going on. See if we could Bitcoin's still down 5.3%.
Everything in it. The home view lives right in front of you. It's where you find all of your apps. It's familiar, yet revolutionary. The entire interface looks and feels truly present in your room. Every element has been crafted
to have
a sense of physicality. They have dimension, respond dynamically to light, and even cast shadows to help you understand scale and distance.
This is gonna like pump the this must pump it, right?
Of a display.
This is kind of revolutionary-ish. Not really, but
it's easy to make apps any scale, even larger than life, and you can place apps.
This is for people that can't afford 85-inch TVs, I guess, right? But that is cool though, right? You put on these goggles that are complete. Ooh, index funds kind of hitting, you know, like on this 4-hour candle, like their lows, right? Dow Jones over here. Yeah, kind of. Or Dow Jones at his lows of the day. I mean, S&P 500 is also at the lows of the day too. These are the futures, of course, right? And that's not good either, right? Think about what happens to crypto if like it's dumping like this, right? And then the index funds roll over. That would be terrible. Private wins, kind of, yeah. Sell the news, Apple event. All right. Composite operators like, we're going to dump it today. the day of the Apple event. But dude, this is cool though. I mean, imagine saying it's not cool. Like you're not impressed? Okay, dude. Cool. Cool, dude. Like, I've been waiting on Apple to do something different for years, right? Since the iPhone. So I'll take it. I'll take some AR goggles. It's cool though, man. Oh yeah, man. Look at this. How this thing. All right, so this is just a tech stock called Gartner. And dude, this is how it ends, man. This is how these trend reversals happen. Where it's like you double top at the harmonics completion zone, reversal zone, right? Shooting star, reversal, whatever. Awesome. You start drawing down. You make like some lows here. Then you rally, right? You go on this rally, an attempted rally. And then what'll happen is after the pattern completes, you'll get like your first lower high. And that really, really confirms things. That really gives clarity to market participants about like less of them than before, a lower high. And that would be like distribution. But then it's like, here's your high, here's your lower high, and now here's another lower high. People are offloading IT subtly and quietly. You can see it happening. It's just, since there's such deep retraces, normies, people wouldn't even pay attention. It's like the Dow Jones a little bit. Like people are not even paying attention just because they're not paying attention to these slightly lower highs. They maybe don't know what they represent. So, oh yeah, well at least it's gonna look great at parties, right?
Displays your eyes when someone is nearby. It's incredible.
That's cool.
This breakthrough innovation is called eyesight. Not only does eyesight reveal your eyes, it provides important cues to others about what you're focused on. This is how it looks when using apps. And this changes when you're fully immersed in an experience, sending a clear signal to those around you that you can't see them at the moment.
Dude.
Even if you are fully immersed, Apple Vision Pro helps you stay connected to those around you. When someone is nearby, they will appear in your view.
Bro.
And Vision Pro will simultaneously reveal your eyes to them. The spatial experiences of Vision Pro seamlessly blend the digital and physical worlds, transforming what's possible. Whether at home or at work, it unlocks magical new experiences. To show you what it's like to use Apple Vision Pro, here's Alessandra.
Dude, this is cool. It's pretty cool. I mean, like, whatever.
Let's see Apple Vision Pro in action.
But dude,
for work.
everyone's gonna look so dumb
Vision
though.
Pro has the apps you love and count on every day.
Dude, think about it. You're walking around your home, right? With these on, and you've always got the Bitcoin chart up. Like you can always see the Bitcoin price in chart at all times. You can also see Goku's power levels at all times, right? Or something. So to say, man, like some of these are just still looking bad, man. And I really do think that like the consumer staples, like the big ones, they could be already done, right? Like Coca-Cola already put in the lower highs, the lower low, then the two lower highs and the previous highs, but deep retraces below the 200-day moving average. Look what's happening. 200-day moving average being tested as resistance now. What? And big one's near its lows of the day. Yikes, man. We'll get back to it. I'm paying attention. That. Yeah, very bad.
Ahead to change focus from Safari to work on your freeform board. And the content within your apps isn't limited to 2 dimensions. You can receive a 3D object in Messages, pull it out, and look at it from every angle, just as if it was there in front of you. It's magical. Because you can see the world clearly while wearing Vision Pro, you remain present in your space and connected to others. and it's easy to interact with the world around you. So with Apple Vision Pro, you can create your perfect setup for whatever you're doing and multitask with ease.
All right.
You can review your to-do list in Notes, research your next trip in Safari, and discuss plans with friends in Messages, all while listening to your favorite playlist in Apple.
All right, so S&P futures dumping. Yeah, we got it, dude. We got session lows on the S&P, session lows on the Dow Jones right now, as this really cool unveiling is occurring, right? The wall will have all the charts. Dude, it's gonna be cool. I don't care who you are. I mean, it might be like novelty, right? Where it's like a gimmick and you only use it a little bit. Okay, I'm willing to spend a little money to try it out and see what happens. Because, you know, you tell me when have you ever used augmented reality, you know? Do we know the price yet? Yeah, the price is $25,620. Oh, you're talking about for the augmented reality. Oh, good question. Maybe not. Looking it up, seeing if I can. It looks like about $500 maybe. Apple glasses are currently priced at $500. No, that's Apple glasses, like for real. That's not the VR AR headset. $1,500 maybe. Yep. In fact, the parts inside and the headset are said to cost at least $1,500. So, you know, more than an iPhone. Okay, we got again session lows with.
As new people join, FaceTime simply expands. With spatial audio built right into Vision Pro, you hear each person.
Yeah, but you're gonna look like such an idiot. You're gonna look like that person, right? And they're gonna look like normal people, and you're gonna look like such a nerd.
And within FaceTime, you can share apps with others and use them together with SharePlay. And you continue to see everyone in large video tiles while sharing an app. This is powerful for.
Oh man. All right, so we're just watching Bitcoin. Again, it's about to be the lows of the day. Well, you know, the S&P continuing to see the lows of the day, Dow Jones lows of the day, and then, you know, the NASDAQ 100 lows of the day. And Russell 2000 not quite, right? It was at 1797 earlier, so still above that support resistance level. Let's look at total real quick again. Yep, still below 1.08 trillion. Very bad. And classic distribution is all but confirmed now, right? The last lower high. So you'd think probably less than $1 trillion if this sustains. And then Ethereum, of course, remember the false bullish breakout, and you're on your back end. But and the problem now is, again, you have one high, you have a second high, it's lower, and now you have a third high, it's lower than previous ones. So that's not good. I mean, that seems real bad. Where, okay, if that's going on, then you can't really be that surprised if we eventually see this demand line around 1656. Brutal. Oh man, like with a lot of these. Let's look at let's check out gold. I don't think it was doing okay. Yeah, up 0.71%. Nice, very nice. Maybe this is where we're gonna pivot. It was a nasty candle yesterday, right? But then it's like no follow through after the nasty candle. So good, very good. Get back above 1963. There's a lot of upside, man. All that has to happen, wherever the pivot occurs, just make a higher low than that March 10th low, that 1809 low, you're good. But if you stay above 1920, 1928, you're doing something very good, right? The high from 2011 being defended. So who wants to look like a nerd? Who's gonna get the AR glasses? One in the chat if you're getting AR glasses from Apple. Two if you're not. The ZRX, devastated, right? It was a trade setup, and then it was over. That's it. It was trade setup and it's done. That's all they were. All they were trade setups. And they had been in development for like 200 days, and then they played out, and then they were done. And ZRX, you know, below this level, probably going back down to 15, 16 cents to go test those lows, and you might make fresh lows after that.
That's how I would describe it. The speakers were kicking out this.
Wow, that is the engagement I'm getting. If you didn't notice how dead things were. Man. It's cool though. Whatever.
I felt great.
Still checking on these futures, you know, just pulling back some. Remember, I'm scaled in here. Look at this. Number go up, forever. Not forever. Remember, look here. Listen.
Let's spice things up with some super chats, donations for our host.
Whatever, dude. Thank you, Vacation Time, for the $5 super chat. I appreciate that. But, you know, I mean, thank you for your contribution, but you don't, I mean, it's not up to, no one has to do that ever. So don't feel inclined to. Don't feel peer pressured by Vacation Time. Thank you. I do appreciate it though, man. So again, like, look, you're not taking out the August high. You have not made a higher high than that high. So not out of the woods, even though you did break one level. Back test would make the most sense, right? Where even if it's gonna like go see that level, maybe you get a back test first, you know, but nothing, just no confirmation of the breakout. So I figured, like, you know, why not back test these levels? That should happen, man. Probably. Big respect would be like testing 4220 as support for the first time, you know. Don't make a game controller. What would they? I don't know how that would work. They can't, dude.
What is this sound?
But yeah. So like something like ZRX, man. It's like, dude, traders market. You got to understand like how bad that collapse was, and you might have had a chance for a trade, but that was it. And then the party ends. Bitcoin down 5.45%, about $1,500. Just remember here, old ZRX, right? January 12th, late December to early January. That was the time one could have taken a strategic entry on a swing trade, position trade at key levels, right? The argument, oh look, there's this ice line 2019 being one time tested, then a failed breakdown from the sellers. Buyers got it back above that. That's the trigger. Divergence, wedge. At the, you know, as close as you are to that ice line as possible, the easiest it is to strategize a tight stop to protect yourself just in case it failed. But it didn't fail, right? It played out. You got 2 of the 3 targets, and that's typical of this market, man. You'll get 1 or 2 targets, but you're probably not getting 3, because that is testament to how the trend is truly bearish. Like, you know, so these rallies are just going to be short-lived, and you're going to roll over, and now you're already getting back near entry of that trade. Still not quite there, but yeah, soon. Probably soon. BNB is starting to pick up some steam again from the selling. Not quite at the session lows, but a few dollars off, but down about 10% right now. Disney going to the rescue? Yeah, I'm sure. No, the chart says that was a lie. Nah, Disney I think is going to $80. I think Disney soon will see its lowest lows since the COVID crash. Yep. Just looking around here. Yep, Cardano near its lows of the day. Yep, this sell-off is going to continue. It's going to get worse, man. And it's crazy because you got a lot of things down double-digit percentage points, but guess what? Mostly everything's going to be down double-digit percentage points soon. Oof. In crypto, not stocks. But I'm just saying, looking at some of the stocks that were looking weak, you know, they got those crazy bids on Friday, but they still are garbage, technically. Yep. Look at this. Look how close Cardano is. Breaking that 200-day moving average right now. The downside is so much, dude. Again, I'm thinking 12-cent Cardano in time. That's been the case for a very long time. You just had this bear market rally that lasted. And now it's concluding. And good. Good. Send it to levels that make more sense, right? Because again, if they make money, they don't have to prove it to you. And if they make money, they sure as heck don't have to have a mathematical way that they divvy it up to all coin holders or shareholders, right? If it was a stock. So no price to earnings, no price to sales, just digital beanie babies. And, you know, S&P, Dow Jones futures, they're near their lows of the day too. So let's go, man. Let's go. Dump it. Are they called eyeglasses? Is that what it's called? So, you know, you don't know, there was they have the Apple Watch, right? But you'd be like, why is it not called the iWatch? Because there's this company that patented or trademarked the iWatch. And so Apple tried to buy out the iWatch like name. And the company said, no, we're not selling it. And that's it. So that's why their watch is called the Apple Watch. Which is crazy. Like, why would you not just let them have it and enrich yourself with a lot of money? Just a name, you know? But, okay, eyeglasses. It's good. If someone was smart, they would have trademarked eyeglasses. But maybe Apple had already done that a long time ago. I don't know. Yeah, power hour's upon us. We got 12 minutes. Oh man, pretty brutal out here today in crypto. You want to see how bad FIL is? Oh yeah, and you gotta love it too. I mean, yeah, look, you had a chance. There was a chance, and then the new data came in, and it was distribution weakness, bearish.
Thoughts on AI, NYSE, on the weekly?
What's up, Ing? I think that's the first contribution of the day for a request. Thank you, dude. Third of the day. You gotta love, in the end, what market participants have done. What was once the ice line, which was once the support, became resistance, but at the same time of the bearish backtest, the 200-day simple moving average was also rejected, regarded as resistance. Look at this follow through. That's the follow through we're talking about, man. I mean, this is probably going down to an 886 at least, like $3 minimum. Like 30% downside minimum on FIL from here. That is the worst thing you could ever dream of. I mean, that's like levels where one goes short and they have a tight stop set up, right? If it, you know, it's the same kind of premise of that BNB short, right? Where it's like, oh, you're testing resistance as resistance. Okay. So anytime you're at those levels, it's easy to strategize entry and stop loss. You don't know if it's going to go down next, but you know that you take on minimal losses if it fails. And you know you make at least 3 to 1 on your money if it succeeds. I believe, I hope so, man. Gold, yeah. Gold, bro. We're just waiting for these fresh lows to come in. It's so close on Bitcoin. I mean, Bitcoin's like dollars away now. I'm holding you. I'm hodling you. But those commodities, man. Food commodities down today. I know everything kind of squeezed, right? But you look at like corn futures, man. It's down today. Corn, and then, well, I guess soybeans is not really, it's down, but not by much, right? The wrong chart for soybeans. CS, this is the one I use, yeah. Yeah. Holding up out of support, but you know, it'll probably end up being a lower high than the previous high eventually. Wow, live cattle futures up today. Dude, this is insane. Remember when you thought the steak was gonna be affordable again? Just kidding. You know what happened today, chat? Today, not yesterday, today, live cattle futures has hit a fresh all-time high. Jesus chimes.
Life in the chair. Look here. Look, listen.
Wow, man. I mean, like rivaling orange juice and insanity at this point. Crazy, dude. Gap filled and all. All right, then. But I think that's the point, right? I mean, let's make food extremely expensive and so expensive, and then let's, at the same time of all that happening, purchasing power getting destroyed, let's start nationalizing and appropriating farmland, and it's under the guise of climate change, but in the end, it's literally, if you control the food supply, you control the people more. No one, you know, if you control the food, no one's going to be one to protest because they don't want to starve, right? Dude, these governments, man, these Western governments are completely compromised. They are. They're the real enemy right now. Our own governments. Rice futures up today too. Rice, man, I don't know. It's ever gonna end. This keeps going, keeps consolidating sideways after this massive run. How's U.S. oil? Wasn't there a surprise on? Yeah, there was a surprise, like a supply surprise, and look, it gapped up, and look, the whole gap up. I mean, that gap is filled now. You're at your lows of the day. Holy crap! So bearish, so bad, man. See, it's $60 on U.S. oil in time, man. And the whole XLE, man. I'm just like, I know you had the squeeze on Friday. I know, I get it, man. The squeeze, but guess what, man? Dark cloud cover, 1 hour and 7 minutes, so that's confirmed. Yeah, just wait on the XLE, man. I think a lot lower to go. Silver, man, anything above $23 is a good area. I mean, like if that holds where it could continue again, maybe go to $26 again. Natural gas, see, up 2.62%. Just what a joke, man. I don't know. I mean, this level's being defended again. One low. I mean, there's starting to be like an argument for some accumulation here on natural gas. Really, look, I mean, some higher lows coming in. This really holds here. You got a third valley. And it's kind of like one low, and this is all the second low. And on the second low, you've got an accumulation argument. That could be really good for natural gas for upside, but we'll see. We'll definitely see. You know how neurotic this chart is, right? How it trades. All right, let's go back to Bitcoin because it's about to do it, man. We're about to be at the lows, the fresh lows. Yeah, down $1,523. If you're enjoying the coverage of this live stream, hit the like button, the build, the sub. Let's get a like spike just for the sake of old times. Come on, man. You know. Remember when you see like 1,000 likes per stream? Went on a streak where it was like I had like 30 streams in a row over 1,000 likes or something crazy. All-time high, what? Apple? Is Apple doing it? Futures coming off their lows a little
on
bit.
KuCoin, USDT?
No. Apple, hey, we're catching a reaction here after the event. Yeah, I think the event's still going though, right? No, it's still going. It's not over. Yeah, let's wait for some price action for when it actually ends.
Multi-app
Still
3D
going.
engine that allows different apps to run simultaneously in the same simulation. And importantly, the existing application frameworks were extended to natively support spatial experiences. Vision OS is the first operating system designed from the ground up for spatial computing. All of the incredible innovations in Vision...
Spatial computing. Come on, end it so we can really see the price action. But yeah, you can see it. I mean, like an all-time high was hit, 185 virtually, and now you're at 180, and you're below the old all-time high from last year, right here. That was January of 2022. So I'll have an alert set up or something, you know, if it's happening and I'm not paying attention. See. So yeah, Gensler. So this is like how you know, like, I mean, talking about the crypto, like a war on crypto from the United States deep state government, right? It's like, you know, man, like Gensler himself has gone after 4 exchanges this year, and he's forced crypto offshore. And just a few years ago, he was teaching that 75% of the crypto market was not a security, even in the U.S. All right, and so Bitcoin is drawing down, man. Let's go to it, 25,530. We're near the session lows. All right, so multi-month lows technically too. The roof has broken. We've fallen to the second floor of the house. And, you know, you got Macaulay Culkin up here. You got all the booby traps, of course. The tarantula. You got Buzz and Buzz's girlfriend, Woof. But, you know, we're not yet on the first floor, which would be, you know, probably the 200-day moving average, 23.2, but the 886 down here, 21K. Yeah, so we'll see the complaint and being filed. Since the Binance platform's launch, defendants have made available for trading on them crypto assets that are offered and sold as investment contracts, and thus as securities. This includes, but is not limited to, Binance Coin, BUSD, which is their stablecoin, and the units of each of the crypto asset securities further described below, with trading symbols SOL, Cardano, MATIC, FIL, Atom, Sand, Mana, Algo, AXS, and Cody. Collectively, the crypto asset securities. That's the verbatim on the complaint itself. So we didn't look at all of those. Atom, real quick, let's look at it, down 7%. Yeah, it's done, dude. Yeah, look. And the good news is it was showing a beautiful distribution structure. Like, that's great. Gotta love that. So you're breaking that structure today. Not yesterday. Today. Bearish and golden candle, lowest price since January, and soon you'll be at 850 again. Welcome to the effing show. And it was never good. It was always lower high. Look at 1, 2, 3 lower highs. Completed shark pattern. 886, Larry. Magic. I have an alert set up. If we do see session lows on Bitcoin again, you will hear a beep here. Okay, it's just going to go off. So don't be alarmed. So we had that. We had FIL. We already looked at FIL, right? Or no, was it ICP? I can't even remember anymore. No, it was FIL. Okay, that was one of them. Terrible. Screwed. Let's go to Sand. Another down 12%. It's over, dude. It's over, man. Come to hold. Oh my God. Dang, dude.
Crypto_hoarder tipped $104.79. No request, just saying hello. Thanks for streaming, as always. 0.058000000 ETH.
Well, thanks for being there, like always, Crypto Hoarder, man. Saved my butt here, man. Saved my butt. Been live 1 hour and 30 minutes. And Crypto Hoarder's session top Jesus. But guess what, dude? Crypto Hoarder, there is a storm. If you just open your ears, you can even hear it. Here's Sand. Thank you, dude. Really appreciate that, man. Kings. So look at the 200-day simple moving average. Rejection, rejection, rejection. I mean, this is like, you know, some nerd who lives in his parents' basement with no job, trying to go and find high quality women to date. This is the amount of rejection that man would see in the dating market, just like Sand would be rejecting this 200-day simple moving average. And here it is again, right? Just he tried one more time, like, oh yeah, dude, I don't need to work on myself. I don't need to, you know, build a legacy or a net worth or a network. I'll find my happiness just finding a woman, right? No, dude. Look what happens when you do that. So, you know, below 58 cents here, this is everything. When you're below this level, you're done, dude. Sand's going to make fresh lows at 21 cents. It's below this level. It is such a high probability that it will happen. And with this news coming out, did Sand have anything going for it? Nope. And now you're trying to tell me it's a security to the SEC? It's almost a guarantee at this point, right? I mean, you got a good 57% downside on Sand from here. Awful. Yeah, it's like this is like someone with wearing Apple goggles on a date. Yep, this is what's going to happen. Ultimately, it will end with rejection. But I guess the good news is you can use your Apple goggles to drown out your sorrows later that evening. Okay, when you go home alone. All right, Bitcoin is session lows, really, right now. Just know, man, they're coming after crypto. They've been coming after crypto. We've talked about it for months now. But now the chickens are coming home to roost. Total 3, terrible. Now Total looks bad. Bitcoin broke support. It's down 6%, down $1,640 and falling. Here we are, chat. Welcome to the show. Finally, some price action. Man. There it is. There's the beat. Lows of the day. Lows of the month. Lows of the months.
I think you missed my request on close.
What's up, Variz? Maybe I did. Yeah. I know there are a couple requests or something. Right. You know, normally when I'm going live. Oh, by the way, real quick. There's Apple. Did we conclude? No, it's still going.
This has been a huge day. We introduced the all-new 15-inch MacBook Air, the world's best 15-inch notebook,
there it is.
As well as the two most powerful Macs we've ever made, Mac Studio and Mac Pro, all of them powered by Apple Silicon. And we showed you where we're taking our amazing software platforms.
Close the day on Apple.
iOS, iPadOS, macOS, watchOS, and the software that powers home and audio. And of course, we announced Apple Vision Pro. There are certain products that shift the way we look at technology and the role it plays in our lives. We believe Apple Vision Pro is a revolutionary product with the performance, immersion, and capability that only Apple can deliver. Apple Vision Pro
still dumping. It continuously is hitting session lows right now.
An entirely new spatial computing
S&P 500 session lows right now.
A platform
there it is.
That presents incredible possibilities for our users.
Nasdaq 100 session lows right now.
Developers.
Russ 2000 getting close to breaking that support resistance, right?
We've made an ad for Apple Vision Pro, and I'd like to share it with you now.
They made an ad, chat. Oh no. We're not doing that. We're not playing that music, dude. You got a homeless looking dude. Now, there's the dude. He's in his mom's basement right now, and he's getting rejected at the 200-day simple moving average, right? And he's about to draw down about 50% in value. Yep. That's pretty cool, though. I'm watching Apple. Apple's, just kind of bouncing off its lows a little bit, but not really. It'll soon be probably going a little lower. It's weird that it's maybe like, that what the presentation actually ended, right? And it's just kind of like, this is the, in summation, we have the Barner who comes out, talk about his product, and an ad. Okay. I don't want to subject y'all to the ad. Okay. How crazy is that though, right? The run up to all-time highs. Today was the all-time high on Apple. And this is one of, dude, if you look at this Apple chart, all right, say it's closed like this. When's the last time that you've seen a red candle like this? You've had a couple that were close-ish, but dude, since the beginning of the year, there hasn't been a red candle this large. And that's absurd too. Of course, it'll change, right? It's going to go up and down. It could end up green today, but we're in power hour. Once power hour started, the dump began. So is it concluded? All right, it's over. Chat, it is just concluded. All right. We done. All right then. Dump it. So there were a couple more altcoins that were named in this. So we haven't looked at Algo. You know where Algo's going, man. We already got it up. I already got it here, man. Algo, 7-cent target. Oh my God. At minimum, though, I think we could say this one low from the COVID crash. We could say 9 cents, 9 to 10 cents. But dude, you're breaking the last supports here. It's done. Massive. This is a deep crab, a bullish deep crab pattern in the making, and the last wave, the C to D wave. Yeah, Cody. Yeah, we're gonna look at them, and I know we have a couple of requests too. I'm not live at normal time. This is not a normal stream really, because we have live price action, so we try to be attentive to that because it's ongoing. Because it's not every day. It's not even most days. It's almost never we get actual price action streams these days. Good, liquidity's just gone. Yeah, let's go to the next one. I know we'll get to the request. I'm almost done here. AXS. I never look at this one. It's not on my watch lists. Oh God, it's so bad, dude. It's like literally garbage. Like, okay, so another one that it's like, okay, the bubble popped. No one's arguing with that. The bubble popped so hard, but there's still a little bit of air left in the bubble, okay? And the bubble popping is not completely deflated until we probably see the prices we saw in late December. And if not, then maybe what we saw in May or June of 2021. But the longer this price action continues, you'd think that the demand here is being absorbed. You can see the context, right? Only lower highs, confirming distribution, rejecting that 200-day moving average like the incel in the mom's basement trying to get on dates, right? Look at this. Another rejection. This is like, all right, look at this price action, okay? Burn it in your mind if you're watching. And then just for a moment, we trip on over to PayPal. Very similar type price action before the big dump. And there's Apple at its session lows. S&P 500 and NASDAQ 100, all at session lows right now. Apple is down 1.23%. This is the worst drop of the year by the looks of it. This is we're down 1.42%. We're flushing a little bit. I mean, for the largest market cap asset in the world, and talking about how good the performance has been, like it's almost a green candle every day, and any red candle's a joke. This is the largest red candle we've seen. And it happened the day an all-time high occurred. It happened so this might have been the sell the news event, the Apple event. Interesting. See, we can keep it going, man. Nice. I mean, these mega caps are the only thing, that are stopping this market from imploding, dude. And you know how weak the breath's been. Talking
Hershey monthly dark cloud cover plus bearish division. Has the lifting drink worn off? I got my HSY puts. 283.0000000 Doge.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear that. Could you say that again in my left ear? I'm a tad bit deaf. And the other ear. Cabo. Yeah, we'll look at Hershey's. Thank you so much, Willy Wonka. Dark cloud cover. How about dark chocolate cloud cover? Come on, dude. Come on. Like the dark cloud, it's an actual Wonka chocolate bar that's dark chocolate. Come on. Amazing. Yep, so Apple continuing to sell off at its lows of the day. S&P, QQQ, lows of the day. Big red candle. Biggest red candle of the year so far. Biggest red candle so far since January 3rd, excuse me. Okay. That's still the beginning of the year. Whatever. Well, we'll see what it manifests into. Let's try to run to these requests real quick. Well, actually, let's look at one more. It was Cody, and then we will have officially looked at every single coin that was listed in the SEC complaint. Cody. Oh, it's garbage. thing about this one was, yeah, it was always terrible, man. Like you were random pivots, right? Beginning of the year, it's only pumped because Bitcoin pumped. And then look, two highs that are lower than this high. This high is lower than these highs. These highs are lower than this high. Only lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. Breaking through this March 11th low, seeing your lowest price since the beginning of January. I mean, your target minimum 5 cents, but probably 3.87 cents on Cody. So that means what? From here, probably like 37 to 40% downside. All right, now we'll move on. Okay. So let's see here. Varese, when did you request this, man? Scrolling back, I mean, it must have been like a week ago plus, right? I don't see any Varese. Oh, no, okay, never mind. I didn't miss it. I thought like I skipped it yesterday or 2 days ago or something. No, I haven't skipped it because I have not yet begun to do requests. That's what the issue was, my bad. So let's go to AI for ENG, and then we'll go to yours right after that. They're just going in order. All right, C3.ai. Yeah, dude. I mean, sure, it like bottomed out. Oh, inverse head and shoulders maybe after all-time lows. All right. Yeah, so it's up 9.2% today. Bullish engulfing candle will be confirmed in 45 minutes. There's a gap that needs to fill around $40. And remember, like right here, you're kind of in between two big levels, like $13 or $14 to $17, and then $48. So this could certainly continue. You're reversing a little bit, right? You made your lowest low, then you made highs, and then you made a higher high, then you made a higher low, then you're making a higher high, and you could be working on making a higher low. I mean, you're working on some sort of trend reversal, something's shifting, something's changing in the price, right? Above the 200-day moving average, you gotta love the back test of that 200 at the same time of testing the ice line. That's cool. But the problem is you're kind of in between levels. So flip your coin. I mean, what if it goes to $17 before going to $48 next, right? So not much really. There's not an actionable long or short at this current time. I'm just telling you the levels. Okay. Oh, did I, Cody? Let's see. Next one was TLOS. TLOS on KuCoin, US dollar tether. Okay, KuCoin. There it is. Yeah, oh, I mean, that certainly does look kind of interesting, right? I mean, I'm not going to say it didn't, but here's the problem, bro. Here's the issue. 23.3 cents is real. It's very, very real. And what happened? What was the most recent discernible event that has occurred? Another violent rejection of that level. So don't know how optimistic I can be when you're below that, right? That is a failure. Okay, there's a high from 2021 too. Look, it was tested November of last year. You see it's like a zone, and that's a failure again. So yeah, I love it. Like Momo shift, the low, the lower low, the lowest low, then the higher low, then the higher low. But this, if this was that, the neckline is this inflection zone, right? And what happened was another failure with bearish divergence. And the closer you are to 25 cents, the closer you are to an entry for a short, not a long. So now if a pivot happens, you make just another higher low and you retest it, chances are you'll probably break it. But now you're just another failure, man. And oh my God. Oh, such a bad rejection. That is a pretty brutal shooting star. A brutal shooting star reversal at an inflection zone. So I get it that you're requesting it because it does look awesome, but no breakout and you're at the higher risk levels for like fresh longs, like high risk. Because if the buyers are unable to break that level, there can be a lot of downside. That's what happens when you have false breakouts. That could have been a mega bull trap, right? People FOMO in thinking, oh my God, it's breaking out right now. And then you get that rejection candle and you close below it and look at some follow through coming in. Hard to trust it, but yeah, maybe it's one to pay attention to because that is beautiful. I mean, that really is pretty. And hopefully the sell-off's mild. You do put in a low, another higher low, and then you, again, retest it later, and then you break it and go to 42 cents and onward. But man, I'm just telling you, you haven't broke anything, okay? No breakout. That's all I got on TLOS. All right, Breeze, thank you. $3,500 for the Apple goggles. Another $1,000 for the charger. Oh my God. Now that's pretty unreasonable. Yeah, pretty unreasonable price. I mean, remember, credit card
Thanks,
debt.
man. Appreciate it a lot.
Is that a joint?
Thank you, Breeze, for 420. Sure, dude. Yeah. Yeah, I wish it would break, man. But how can anything break anything? Any support? Or of course, support's being destroyed today all over the place, market. But how could a resistance break on a day like today? It can't, man. It can't. Oh, it's for developers. Gotcha. Single-use device if you don't buy the charger. LMAO. Nice. All right. Have your alerts set up. I mean, my God, man, if you hear a beep, something crazy's happened on TLOS, but good luck. See, things like a hoarder. Let's go to Hershey. Let's go to the woke chart, or my woke watch list. Hershey's on the woke watch list. Bro, you want to see crazy? Something crazy. Was it log? Yeah, look at my log scale chart of Hershey's. All right, this goes back to 2020, excuse me, not 9. And you can see like how I have it. It's a pretty beautiful channel here. But again, these channels don't really do much, besides tell you maybe you're getting close to overbought in the uptrend. Got 1 and 2 on the top and 1 on the bottom. And there's not really much of a structure here, is there? Not much of a structure. Let me put this on the weekly only, and then we'll just pay attention to the horizontal lines here, okay? Okay, so this is like obviously all-time highs. Yeah. All right, just making sure. So yeah, I mean, here, think about it. This once 231 was broken, you had this initial back test before going, but a lot of times you'll see a bleed out and you'll test it again. So I think it's just this little zone here on Hershey's. The problem is there's no confirmation high. Yeah, there was definitely some MACD bearish divergence there. But dude, I mean, look at this. Compared to so many other charts, it's insanely good. It's done so well. Yeah, look how far away from the 200-day moving average this asset is. It's a sight to behold, man. And I'm sure there's probably there's that too. There's like this old supply line that'd be tested soon, probably 252. Yeah, you probably got a channel. Let's see. I don't think I've ever plotted it like this. Oh yeah, that's pretty gorgeous, right? Wow. So I don't think like just because you know, it's so high, you know, it's not like XLE. It's not like showing classic distribution over the course of 7 months. Not doing that. It's just recently in May hit its all-time high. So, but we're talking about dark cloud cover, he said. Let's see. How could that be a dark cloud cover, sir? How? I mean, that was a dark cloud cover. Sure. That really was. The day an all-time high occurred. Yeah, or one of them. Like, that was dark cloud cover, and look at the follow through. But no, this is not a dark cloud cover at all. No. How? The characteristic. What's up, Chillwave, man?
Chillwave tipped $25. Been watching EPAM on the NYSE for a while looking for prices much lower. It looks like today is bringing the pain. Full COVID retrace coming?
Well, look, Chillwave, thank you so much, dude. Really appreciate that. Bring your umbrella. Okay. Bitcoin down about 6%. Characteristic of the dark cloud cover is an open higher than the previous candle's close. So the price would have had to open higher, and that didn't happen. But it's contained within, you know, normally you want a harami to have the wicks contained within too. So I don't know. I don't think there's anything, but and it's just not a good one. It's not like an incredible one, like what McDonald's is a bad one too, because McDonald's is like this, like crazy. They're just insane, nonstop. It's like just one time, just hit all time highs. Now, Coca-Cola, though, is like one where there's a little bit better of an argument because you put in the all-time high back in April of last year, and it's only been lower high since then, then lower low, then two highs that are lower than this high, then this high, then this high. So that's how, I mean, like, those are the best technical arguments. When you have confirmation highs, you have confirmation of distribution, you've put in lower lows at one point before. I mean, those are better. So, no, I mean, I don't really like Hershey's so much, even though, of course, it could dump any time. You just want them to confirm that they're the top cent, right? Let's go to Target. Here's Target. Down billions of dollars. Remember, look at the 200-day moving average rejection. It's insane. And just rolling over today again, down 2.17%. You know, you had a couple, I mean, macro days that were positive, right? And so this will soon be at $90. Like, I think that's your real target. Look where you are. Like, what is happening? The price is just reacting to a December 2019 high just before the COVID crash. And that's it. Like, once that's gone, it's just up, and then down. Let's go Bud Light or Anheuser-Busch. It was virtually, once that gap filled, once the 88% retrace was achieved, it was number go down. And, you know, just holding on, right? There's just limit orders, limit buys were set up there. I don't know why, but you can see this peak from 2010, this valley from 2011. That is being defended right now. Defended. It's fine like a fruit fly. Fine like a fruit fly. 4 days, man. Holding up. Terrible, though. No thanks. I think gap fills are targets. $52, $47, and eventually $37. What is it? $47, and then $37 after that. Yeah. So you got lower to go. But, yeah, a rally could always occur. Another lower high gets put in, and then it just takes longer than normal, right? It's just like how waves work. Like, you have a big wave down like that, and then it's like people start FOMOing in at supports because they're stupid, and then like some bids come in, like a bearish back test, the $59 happens, and later you go lower, right? It just, yeah. Okay, let's go over Chillwave to EPAM. Bitcoin near session lows again. My God, it's just been hanging out. No one's really buying, dude. Not many bids coming in during power hour. Oh my God, EPAM is screwed. You're requesting it because you're looking for, you said,
Gentlemen.
You've been watching it. I haven't been here. I mean, it's going to the COVID crash list by the looks of it, right? Let's say you got a little zone there. 169, 152. Right, so I get it. Someone would be like, an M shape's completing. You're nearing the 88% retrace and completing an M shape. Harmonic, maybe. Like a bat pattern or something, right? But yeah, 886, you're at the 886 right now. So that might be happening. But I'm not going to be one trying to take long until I get some more data, right? Like just because you're hitting the pattern completion zone, the price reversal zone, doesn't mean crap. It's down 21% today. So if you want to take a shot, you can. Let's just deep breaths here. This is miserable. How is it down this much and it's not even an earnings report? What happened? I don't know. Something happened though. Bad. Bitcoin, yeah, lows of the day for sure. We're in power hour, dude. Remember? They even play it.
It's time for Power Hour.
There you go.
Is this your homework, Larry?
I have overinvested by a lot.
Ford's up today though. Ford's crazy, man. Like I don't know what to tell you. It's like it looks terrible. Looks like it's gonna get wrecked, and this like short squeezes and stuff. I mean, it's just like the Dow Jones. Like the argument hadn't changed. Like until you're breaking and making higher highs, until you're breaking the 200-day moving average, it just doesn't matter. It's just it could be one low, confirmation low here. We're gonna run. All right, well then do it. Make some freaking higher highs. Well, yeah, currently kind of looks like the supply line was breached, and okay, buyers defending for now. But just think about how low this could go, right? If this goes for the full reset, right? 886 down to like $6 probably. The Lululemon, which is also a woke company. Oh, how do you even trade this crap? My God, all you do is short the top. Yeah, man, look at this. I mean, this is crazy, right? Gapped up on earnings to do what? Just to confirm that the top of the range is rejected again, and you're rolling over today, down 2%. Just this very similar to the Walmart chart. Just range bound, but maybe it's, look, you made the highest high ever, the buying climax, and then look, a substantially lower high than the previous high. That was back in April of last year. And then an entire year goes by, and what happens? An 88% retrace in December, and you break down and you rally again, and that's like 3 times. Arguments getting pretty compelling that there are just far less market participants involved with Lululemon, and this could be like topping like complex head and shoulder stuff. Maybe look at the chart, man. Gold cruising, nice, man, nice. I think cruising up 0.81%. Yeah, at the highs of the day, very nice. Now let's see if we can break 1963. Can we break 1963? That's a high back from 2020.
Hershey monthly chart dark cloud cover 283.00000000 Doge.
Wonka, why are you giving me Doge, dude? Yes. Oh, sweet mother of God. Okay, I'm gonna play it. I gotta play it. Tom, I'm standing outside of the Hershey's Wonka factory, and there's a massive, undeniable dark chocolate cloud cover confirmed, and you might be getting fall through immediately. It's only been 5 days into the new month. That is damning. That is really bad. Yep. Someone could play the monthly if they want. Yeah. That is a top signal. But I mean, look at this. You had a hanging man kind of. You had a bearish engulfing candle before, and those. Look at this. It was like almost like it turned into a whacked out rising 3 methods. It played out, right? But now that's a bearish engulf or a bearish reversal candle on the monthly. That is something to not ever scoff at. And look, can't you see it, sir, madam, alien? This is bearish divergence on the monthly with a bearish Japanese candlestick reversal. Yeah, that's so bad, man. That's a compelling argument for downside, a lot of downside, but it might take a long time to play out. So you gotta understand that too. So great for now. Yeah, you're right. Great identification. Let's look at target on the monthly. Lowest monthly close since July 2020. Bud, Anheuser-Busch, there's your monthly close there. It's awful. These are just terrible. Okay. He's right, chat. And look, here's the monthly on Bitcoin, just so we remember what happened. We had the monthly candle close a few days ago, and all we discussed was it was a false bullish breakout, right? Remember, traders settled up higher than the ice line. Okay, it's a breakout confirmed with a close, but no back test. Let's see what happened next month. Complete rejection. A rejection of the break of the key level. And now it was a bearish engulfing. And now you're catching follow through. And you know, between 20K and 28.8, there's just straight up and down and up and down, unfortunately. Yeah. Immediate follow through after the bearish engulfing candle. It's only 5 days in. On 6% today. High volume on the dark cloud cover. I didn't see that. I wasn't looking at volume, but yeah. High volume on a dark cloud cover. Yeah, man. With bearish divergence. Yeah, that's a big. That's like a lot of selling, and big volume ushers in reversals. Like, for instance, Bitcoin right here. Look where the volume came in. Where was the huge spike in volume? And then that was really the bottom. Look how much the price went up 70% plus since that high volume. Just like, I mean, high volume on the reversal, yeah. Not always like that. Look at this, it's just another one where look at that. Like a bottom gets put in, high volume. Not always like that though, right? I mean, you can get high volume there too. Look at the volume that got put in at the top, right? Huge volume spikes. So yeah. It's normally for traditional markets, but yeah, it can apply to crypto too. I'm just saying because like traditional markets, you got like your in-house, there's not like cold storage and OTC at the same time as, 100 different exchanges, and you don't really know. There's so much lack of transparency. It's really hard to aggregate all that together, all that data together, But, again, traditional markets, it's a lot easier. I know they're like dark pools and stuff like that, but what's up, Brad, man? Yeah, we've been live for 2 hours and 5 minutes. If you're enjoying the coverage, this extended coverage, like when they build a sub, we're live early. And yeah, it was days like this. It's important to be live for this price action. Okay, so Cardano on the monthly though, you look and you see, all right, well, that candle high close, you're still above that, but on the weekly and daily, you're already doomed. You are doomed and bearish on Cardano. BNB's monthly. Yeah, at this point, it almost, really, like just that? Is that it? Is that life? Is this real life now? From the top, massive markdown, and then you spend an entire year bear flagging. Oh my God, you don't want another measure move. Yeah. Again, if you fall below $200, you have a target of $40. That's always been the case. That level is everything. That's the line in the sand. When $200 breaks, it's over. Because that's probably when CZ and all of them sell their own Binance coin. They realize it, and then mark down to 40, and they'll buy back the next support. So. All right, man. Well, we got 23 minutes till the close. We're in power hour, but I don't know. I've already been live and covered like most things. So stuff like FTM's down 11% today. Ethereum still above 1728, so it's still above that monthly key level. But yeah, not a good start. Brutal. But, context is important. Now you got that 3 falling peak stuff. Future is still like up there. Near the lows of the day, but not too bad. All right, let's see. Yeah, man, $25,489 on Bitcoin. It's tough. Like, you know, you've been near session lows the whole stream. You've hit session lows a couple times during the stream, and you're just about to do it again. So just kind of waiting on that. It's price action. $50 more likes for 420. Oh, we could definitely do that, right? That's possible. Come on. 420 likes for an early stream, price action coverage. Bitcoin on the daily, unfortunately, is in the bearish control zone. Bitcoin's relative strength is at its lowest point since March of this year. We getting closer? I don't know. The likes? Yeah, it's pretty lame. I'm gonna show you, right there. Not really good, man. That's not bull market stuff. Come on, man. You got to break 60. You didn't even test 60. What are those bugging? No beeps on Apple though. Apple's holding up. Not making new lows of the day so far. I mean, again, like you're talking about long squeeze or whatever. Okay, just remember. Has a major lower low been put on a Bitcoin yet? Nope. The lower low would be falling below 20K. Then there's all kinds of problems there. But I mean, if you just look at it, I mean, however you're going to anchor it, you got a demand line upcoming right there, 1 and 2. Demand lines around 24K. $24,000. Seems like a good spot. Initially, anyway. Ugly, but not the worst we've seen, right? Go back to total for a minute. Just navigating around. Look at that. Same thing. It's got its own demand line. I used to have it here. Just don't want things to get too busy. Oh my God, look at total. We're virtually there, chat. Big yikes. Gold, yeah. Yeah, it is. For the most part, yeah. Talking about an asset that's near its all-time highs? Yeah. It's just been consolidating for years. So far, so bad. Because you remember, you take out Bitcoin, you take out Ethereum, and you look at Total 3, screwed. Completely screwed. Like there's absolutely nothing to do. Either one short or their cash. The dumbest thing to do would to be a market participant of Total 3 right now. You would be absolutely inversing what is being told to you. Like, look, man, these, again, peaks and valleys mean stuff. These are buyers and sellers. There are less market participants involved than before. You are below all these levels. You're below 358 billion. You're below the 2018 peak. There it is. Undeniable evidence of a bearish back test below the 200-day moving average. There is so much downside. You like can't believe it now, but just wait till these last couple levels break and we see a minimum 14% to 50% downside. And that was the case here. Like when we were breaking before, it's still, you had 50% downside potential. It's just the bids came in and you created just another bearish continuation pattern in the bearish trend. And so now it's about to resolve with, I think, this right here will resolve to fresh lows of the entire bear trend, which means like you'll be taking out lows from December 30th soon in time. We made it to 420. Let's go, dude. All right, we'll play it.
Is that a joint?
You probably can't because stockholders, right?
I mean, it's legal, right?
It's totally legal.
Here you go. Thank you, dude. Thanks, chat. So the problem is you're not even oversold. You're just in the bearish control zone. You're sitting at 34. Oh, God, there's so much downside potential before you become oversold. Only bearish, either short or cash. To be long is actually stupid. It's like financial Darwinism. So, oh, well, I'm going to own crypto, but exclude Ethereum and Bitcoin. You're like a masochist. You're insane. $16 minutes till the daily candle close on the stock market closing bell. My God, man. But it makes sense, dude. These market conditions, like big or total 3 going down 50% in time, seems kind of like it makes the most sense. What wouldn't make sense is like useless cryptocurrencies going up for real in these market conditions. That's insane. What do we got, Flush? I don't know, man. We might just wrap it up. Been a pretty eventful stream. We've gone across the markets. And I think we just got on deck, might be, you know, you just never know, but demand line here, 24K, just for a test. You're testing the 200-day moving average at the same time. So you got that too. But all right. So appreciate the 420 likes. Appreciate the likes, the love, the contributions, everything else. Be sure to join the Discord if you haven't. The Discord link I'm posting right now. It's pinned above. That's where you get, you know, there's educational resources. That's when you get pinged and notified when I go live. YouTube will fail. You will miss streams like this that are not at normal times because YouTube's not going to notify you. So if you're in the Discord, there's a 100% chance you will be notified I am live at 5 a.m., 10 a.m., 10 p.m., midnight, doesn't matter. All right, pray for Bitcoin that we'll probably see lower prices in just a little while by the looks of it. So it's the dump is not done. But the good news is what we've noticed is the selling pressure a lot of times subsides on Bitcoin when the stock market closes. But it just doesn't mean it's going to happen this time. So I'll just be back. Till next time, respect, TA.
Dale el ritmo a eso, dale. Vamos, 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 vamos. Eso. Dale el ritmo a eso, dale.
I don't know, sir.
Gentlemen in the mix.